Dogs of Fount, Chapter 36, Part 1. The meeting room in the hangar smelled like someone sprayed rubbing alcohol throughout the space a few days ago. It wasn't overbearing, but just enough to annoy Nate. Chief Nolan was in front of the green blackboard with a sheet attached to a clipboard, and he'd wave it casually as he briefed Nate and Heather's squad and the other two teams involved. Honestly, men, the UT-700 is an old beast, and it may get rough up there in the air, the chief warned. I expect all of you, not just the team, but the team leaders, you follow all safety precautions and preparations. We normally overhaul the whole damn thing, but as I started with today, time is not on our side, okay? Nolan had stress in his eyes, but his demeanor displayed how excited he was about this mission. Nate didn't know if he was joining them or commanding remotely from Philly, but the man was serious about this. How much heat we bringing with us on this fancy trip? A warrior with jet black hair from one of the other squads asked. Enough. If you run out, I trust we'll find more, and we can repair what we have also. We're hoping things don't get too hot over there. This is a scouting mission, not battle time, the chief informed. Look, about 90% of our living force have never been overseas, least of all New Hong Kong. For all intents and purposes, they are dark as far as any useful intel goes. But we need to act on what we found, or to put it lightly, all this stuff, meaning Philly and Fount, will go down the drain. Do we know when we're pulling out? A short warrior asked. We do not. We do not know if we will be able to make it back home at all, people, the chief said. That created a stir in the pool of black metal seats in the meeting room. Yes, it's that serious, warriors. You are by no means going on vacation. You are quite literally taking samples of lava in so many words. Lava? One warrior asked with confusion on his face. The whole room broke out laughing and proceeded to call him a dummy in so many words. Even Nolan smirked. They were both in the narrow kitchen with Nate on the right counter with the knife and cutting board, and Heather on the left counter over the range boiling two pots, one soup, the other water. I had to walk 2 miles to find this one head of lettuce at the market, Nate complained. He held it up and looked disapprovingly at the wilted outer leaves, but after peeling back a couple, the inside ones were fresh. He began to slice straight wedges. How's the soup coming along? Nate asked. Heather shrugged, and apparently Nate didn't catch it because his back was to her. What's that? Nate asked again. Fine, the soup's fine, Heather responded apathetically. Nate sighed and put the knife into the lettuce and turned around with his arms crossed across his chest. You haven't been talking all day. What's up? Nate asked, irritated. Nothing's up. She turned her head to her shoulder and gave the fakest smirk. Nate half threw up his hands and turned back around to get back at the lettuce, but was breathing hard in irritation. He began to shake his head and stopped chopping again. Let me tell you this. You aren't going to be like this on the mission to China, Nate informed. I know, because I'm not going, she answered casually, stirring the soup. Nate could only face the cabinet in front of him and scratch his head for a moment. You're not going? What the heck is up with you? This is something that could affect the whole war up to this point and beyond, Nate explained. You should be freaking excited to get on that damn UT. It's too much of a gamble. We all die in China? That will take out most of our good warriors for something that might be bullcrap while we have Cyphers taking over Fount right under our noses. It doesn't make sense, Heather explained while staring into the red of the tomato soup. That's not it. That can't be your reason, Nate said in rejection.